Hello everyone, it's Aaliyah Orozco with Title Sports Network, and I'm joined now with Matt, who is Tyson Fury's physical therapist. That's pretty cool. How did you get involved in that?
It was about 6 years ago now. I was working with Isaac, who's Tyson's best friend, and we were working together for a little bit, and then he introduced me to Tyson, and just never left. So must have done something right.
Yeah, and how has training camp been for Tyson?
It's been good, I mean, with most camps you say, it's the best camp it's ever been, blah, 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 no injuries. But with this one, genuinely, we've had no problems at all, touch wood. So we've got, is it 5 or 6 days now? 6 days left?
Yeah.
So we've got 6 days left, so as long as we can get him through this week, injury-free, we've done our job. So far, so good.
What are your thoughts on people saying that he may have faked his injury?
It's just ridiculous. I mean, with the amount of money that's on the line, there's no way you're going to fake an injury, and especially a cut. Like, who's going to get something and cut their own eye? It was just a bit closer, yeah. It was just a freak accident, and everything happens for a reason. And Tyson's in great shape again, like he was last time. So may the best man win Saturday.
Most definitely. And what was that injury healing process like?
So with a cut, it heals after about 2 weeks. But you can't get hit on it for about 8 or 9.
Oh.
So that's why the fight was delayed for 15 weeks. So by the time the cut healed and you could fight, it could go sparring and stuff like that again. So that's about 9 weeks all in all.
Were you and his team upset, and him too, when you guys knew that it had to be pushed back due to the injury? Like, finding out all that news at first, was it a little heartbreaking since this was a fight that has been wanted for some time?
Yeah, I mean, when it actually happened, so they were sparring, and then there was like a come together, and then Tyson just said, I'm cut. And then you just saw blood trickling out the head guard, and we were like, oh no. So we went to the hospital, me and his brothers took him to the hospital, and no one said a word like the whole journey. Like, honestly, Tyson was just looking out the window, and then he just said, can't believe I've trained so hard. He sacrificed Christmas, New Year, didn't eat anything he shouldn't have, didn't drink anything, trained really hard. So yeah, listen, it's frustrating for him to spend all that time training and then, something like that to happen. But listen, we're here again now, so.
And do you think that injury could have been avoided, or?
I mean, it's boxing. So like any sport, especially combat sports, cuts happen, injuries happen. So you can't really avoid stuff like that. Sometimes it just happens,
Most definitely. And what are your thoughts on this fight? How do you see it going? I mean, I'm sure you're in favor for Fury, of course, but just how do you see the fight night going?
I think if Tyson's even 80% of what we've seen in the gym, I'm not going to say it's an easy night because Usyk's obviously top of the game as well. But if the best Tyson turns up, I think he'll win easily. So fingers crossed the best Tyson turns up.
Yes. And my last question, just what do you think is next for Tyson following this? He becomes undisputed champion. That's huge. That hasn't happened in 25 years and not with 4 belts. So wow. But just in your opinion from what you've seen or the talks?
I'm not too sure. You'd maybe have to ask him that, but because Tyson changes his mind a lot. But they've got a rematch clause, I know that, for the end of the year. So I think there'll probably be a rematch between these two. It's contracted, so I'm led to believe anyway. So I'll probably just fight Usyk again at the end of the year, which hopefully he does a good job this time and beats him again at the end of the year.
Exactly. Okay, and last one, it's a little quick fight question. Of course, everybody has been talking about it. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul?
Oh my God. I hope Mike Tyson. But I just think, I don't really agree with the fight, to be honest. I think Mike's nearly 60 years old and obviously an absolute animal in his day and a great champion. But I think Jake Paul getting in the ring with a 60-year-old man, I think it's a bit disrespectful, to be honest. As a young man, you shouldn't want to be going into a ring with an old guy and wanting to hurt him basically. But listen, if Mike catches him, hopefully Mike will put him over. So hopefully Mike Tyson for the win.
I love it. Thank you so much. I've heard a lot of people saying kind of the same thing you just said.
Yeah.
But we appreciate your time, and we're looking forward to the fight on Saturday night. Bye, everyone.